What is going on YouTube? It is your good buddy Rutabaga here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why I do not enjoy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So, this is something that's been asked on my channel several different times. People always wonder, why don't you like AW? Why don't you play it? People ask me to play it. They're always wondering why I'm playing so much Black Ops 2. So, hopefully after this video, you guys will kind of understand where I'm coming from and why I just don't play a whole lot of AW. So, the first thing I want to point out is that I used to really like Advanced Warfare. I thought it was new, I thought it was fresh, I thought it was exciting, I thought the exos were really cool. I mean, I have over 1,000 hours in the game, I'm like Prestige 23, I've got a decent KD. It's not that I was bad at the game, and to be honest, I used to really enjoy playing it. I went as far as telling people, you know, this is probably my second favorite Call of Duty game right next to Black Ops 2. I thoroughly just enjoyed playing it and being a part of it. But lo and behold, after a while, slowly and surely, it just started to get less and less fun, and all the BS of that game slowly just started to sink in. It just seemed like the more time I put into the game, the less I was enjoying it. The more I learned it, the more I tried to get better at it, the more it just got me burnt out on it, and the more I was just like, you know what, I'm not having fun playing this game. But I kind of stuck with it and was like, nah, I'll give it a chance, I'll keep improving, I'll keep getting better, I can do this. After a while, not only was I not enjoying it, but I even hit a point that I was consistently getting worse and worse and worse, and I couldn't figure it out. Now, after a while, I actually did discover that during that time period that I felt that I was just getting worse and worse and worse, and it kept getting me more and more frustrated, and I wasn't enjoying it. We did discover that my internet service provider had done something. I don't know how to describe it. George told me about it because we have the same ISP, and basically he was saying, you know, the internet's been crap lately because of this and this. Hang in there, get used to it, you know, it'll be fine. Do this and this to fix some of your settings. I mean, he's a lot more technical than I am, so I can't tell you all the details, but basically he's like, you know, it's just, a lot of it's just the internet. And then on top of that, the next patch came out around this time too, and actually got a little better with the patch. I was like, oh, cool, so I can actually play this game again. Well, this turned out to be false, because as time went on, I still just didn't really enjoy the game. And then right after this, around this time, my controller broke. So I fixed it. Controller broke again. And at this point, I just kind of went without playing the game at all, because I didn't have a controller, and I wasn't even stressed about it. I was like, you know, I don't really have a lot of fun playing this game yet anyways. Now, also during this time, I was also slowly transitioning to start playing Black Ops 2 more, because I noticed, you know, there's a decent amount of viewers on the channel that really like watching Black Ops 2. Not only that, it's my favorite Call of Duty to date, and I really enjoy playing it. So I wasn't worried about broken controllers, I just kept playing Black Ops 2. During this time on Black Ops 2, not only was I getting more viewers and having more fun, this shift back into Black Ops 2 just made me realize Advanced Warfare is not the Call of Duty game I knew and loved and fell in love with in the first place, and that I wanted to play. It just wasn't the same game anymore. To break that down more specifically, let's look at the differences for a competitive player coming from Black Ops 2 to AW. Forget about Ghosts, because I don't like Ghosts either. Black Ops 2 is my game. Let's compare it to AW. Now, Black Ops 2 is seen as the first game to really struggle with connectivity issues, that it was just super laggy. In my opinion, it does not even compare to Advanced Warfare on how laggy it is. Advanced Warfare is so fluky, so laggy, so inconsistent. In fact, the game has more offline lag than any Call of Duty before it. It's just awful. There's no good connection. No matter what you do, you never have a good connection on that game. Even if you're on a LAN connection or an offline connection, you are still lagging a significant amount compared to other first-person shooters. On top of that, there was no replayability. You couldn't pub stomp anymore because of skill-based matchmaking. And because of skill-based matchmaking, I just seemed to get in worse and worse connection in the games I was playing. And it got to a point that the only way I could play that game is if I was playing by myself or with George. Because having us two live right next to each other, we would actually be able to get connections to people that are fairly close to us instead of having to deal with connecting to people all across the nation. Which, as I said, in this game is a bigger factor than it ever has been before. There was also the fact that there was no fun score streaks to use. None of the score streaks in AW were fun. The ranked play didn't compare to league play whatsoever. There was just truly, the more I played Black Ops 2, the more and more I discovered how little I thought of AW. It was just, on comparison, the fun factor was not there. It just wasn't worth my time to play anymore. And don't say stuff like I didn't give it a chance, I didn't learn it well enough, I didn't get good at it, because at the beginning of the game I got really good at AW. I was hanging with people. I was hanging with, decent players. I was doing well. I would play GBs with the team we had under NH at the time all the time. And I wasn't bad at the game. It's just the more I played it, the more I realized I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed past game, especially with that factor of no replayability. I had put 1,000 hours into this game, and I felt like I had gotten nothing out of it. I couldn't go in and play pubs, because every pub I'd play I have to try super hard, so I couldn't casually just play it and relax. And ranked just got so dry because of the variant weapons that I just didn't want to play it anymore. Not only that, but the transition into Black Ops 2 and starting to really enjoy that, then when I would actually try to go back to AW to play with someone or actually have a good time, just having that comparison of coming to such a good game that I really loved and enjoyed playing and still do, into this game that not only am I not playing as much now, I'm not used to it, I don't know the game as well, the meta has changed and I haven't caught up with it, and it slowly just started to sink lower and lower and lower. Now granted, I do still play Advanced Warfare sometimes, and you know what, every now and then I do have a lot of fun playing it, but it's something I have to play in really small doses. So some of the positives out of AW, it was fresh, it was new, and it had me for a really long time. It paved the way for a lot of innovations. I'm sure Treyarcher learned a lot from watching AW and what they need to put in their game, so that there's positives there. And honestly, developers can only move up from here. I'm sure Sledgehammer's sitting back and looking at all the issues with their game and all the problems and the things the players complain about. And the next time around that Sledgehammer is in charge of an Advanced Warfare title, which I'm sure it'll still be an Advanced Warfare title, I really think they'll stick with that. They're gonna be able to look at it and fix the exos. They're gonna be able to fix the hitboxes. They're gonna be able to make basically an Advanced Warfare 2.0 that hopefully is a lot more solid, a lot more improved, and has a lot more playability than what we currently have. But either way, guys, it's just never been a game for me. Well, I mean, I guess I can't say never, because it was a game for me. It was fun for a really, really long time. It just slowly just started to catch me as a game that wasn't Call of Duty. It wasn't Call of Duty anymore. It wasn't something I enjoyed and wanted to compete in. I honestly think that if AW did not take on the Call of Duty name, if it was a separate game, it wasn't tied to Call of Duty, if it was just Advanced Warfare made by Sledgehammer, it wasn't a Call of Duty title, I honestly think I would have enjoyed that game a lot more, because I wouldn't be comparing it to a game that I got so hooked on and loved for so long and still continue to love and play today. But that definitely wasn't the case. It's a Call of Duty title, so now I have this undying thought in my head that it's compared to other Call of Duty titles, which I still try to think of it as not a Call of Duty game because of how it is, and it helps me to enjoy it a little bit more. And like I said, I do play it here and there. I have fun jumping in pubs once in a while. I have fun messing around. It's just a small doses game for me. I don't completely hate it like you sometimes hear me say. It has its perks, it has its fun times, but overall it's not a competitive Call of Duty title that I've really enjoyed. So anyways, guys, I hope that clears up a little bit of why I don't play AW, kind of the story behind it, why I don't really enjoy it, and you don't see me playing on stream a lot. So hopefully you guys can understand my side of it a little bit better, because I know so many times people tell me to go play AW, it's not that bad of a game, you just got to get used to it, but it's just really proven to not be the game for me. I'm super excited for Black Ops 3, and that's kind of what I'm holding out for. From now until then is kind of, pre-game season. I want to build up my stream. I want to build some chemistry with Adam and Crispy, my team of 3 going into that game. I just want to enjoy my time gaming, because up to this point, playing all this Advanced Warfare is just, I can't spend all that time on it and not enjoy it. It's just a waste of time if you're not enjoying what you're doing. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of this. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think about AW. If there's any issues I missed or didn't address, or if there's any questions you have about, why don't you like this? Why don't you try this to make it more fun? But thank you so much for watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. But most of all, like I said, leave a comment. Those are my favorite thing to read. And we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.